Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dan Drusky. As your first taping from the Video 8 camcorder, and I'm about to go on YouTube eventually soon, by today. So, hello there, my YouTubers. So, today is September 1st, 2020. And it's kind of cloudy now in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, and we're still fighting through this COVID-19 with this boredom and such. Yep, I know. So today I'm going to show you around, like, how many of the stuff I have on VHS, DVDs, and faders and laser discs, something like that. And for my childhood, for my years, I've been collecting VHSs and DVDs. It's just my hobby. Yep. Something I seen back in the days when I was in New York, because I grew up in New York City, in Queens. That's when I used to go to my video stores a lot. Sometimes buy like a title in one of those the retail stores, but in those days were expensive. You needed like getting some of the DVD titles. Yep. And over the years, I've been getting some VHSs and DVDs, probably from flea markets, and most of the times I buy them on eBay and in my thrift stores. But I know this year is no flea markets because of the coronavirus. Yep. COVID-19 to be exact. Yep. And I'm going to show you like my like how many things I have in my other room, and also we might be doing in this room very last again, like the blue room. Like how much stuff I have on DVDs and VHSs. I'm going to be your guide to show you what I have in my room. Yep. And yesterday, I hope you enjoyed my first video of the TV Classics promo, taken from one of the Honeymooners Hidden Episodes VHS tapes from MPI Home Video, when the Lost Honeymooners Episodes tapes came out back in the mid-'80s. And these Honeymooners episodes are from the original Jackie Gleason show in the early mid-1950s. Not the 39 episodes, that's their own Honeymooners. Yep. And in the very near future of these videos for YouTube, I might be uploading like opening and closing of some of the titles on DVDs and VHSs, like these other YouTubers are just doing. Yep, you know, I thought about like being on YouTube. It took me years to figure these things out. When I first got on YouTube, I was only 23 years old, and I was looking at some of the Disney specials from the 1980s, like one of the DTV specials, like the romantic special from 1986. That's how I discovered YouTube when I was 23 years old, back in late 2007, in late December, when I was in Queens. Yep. And I found some other good things on YouTube, like showing like how many VHS collections they have and all that. And so, without further ado, we can get on with the tour, and you might try to subscribe if you like the video or not. Like if you think about how many tapes I have. Yep, I got dozens of them, like back in the days the video stores used to have. Yep, so let's get on with the tour. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're walking into my bedroom. Look at that, that's my nice bed, like the summer sheets. Yep, soon I'll be changing into fall. And look at my vinyl collection. I have all the Disney vinyls, like the Disneyland records from the 70s and 80s, even in the 60s, and some of the soundtrack albums from certain movies, something like that. Most of the times I collect records that Jeanette MacDonald, Nelson Eddy sang in one of their original the recordings. And they have in that box over there like Disney read-along books on vinyl records. I'm going to show you to that for the very near future. And eventually soon I'm going to have to clean up this room because I've been so busy. I'm going to have to fix it up. Now I'm going to show you, like, here's some Three Stooges VHS tapes. Like, most of them are the 13-volume tapes when they originally came out in the 80s. And the other Yucks tapes from the late 80s. And one of the ones with the front cover of their episode, that was in the 1990 series. Down here I got some beta blanks. Watch it on my beta player. And I got some old VHS blanks. Some of them I kept, some of them I had to sell around on eBay. And I kept some of the important ones, like some Smurf episodes I taped off the Cartoon Network. I didn't tape it off on Saturday morning cartoons because I was only a kid. I was only just a baby. Okay, I'm going to show you around, like how many things I have. Now, these are my tape drawers. I put some beta tapes. Look, I'll show you. More Three Stooges beta tapes. Some of them, most of the volumes when they originally released, and other copies when they reissued, when they reprint. And now here's another Three Stooges tapes. Yep, I always have a spare just in case one of them breaks. Now we got some children's beta tapes, like the 24-karat collection of these Looney Tunes cartoons. Yeah. I found them when I was on eBay at the time, maybe for like the low prices. And now here comes the third drawer. I have most of them like Laurel and Hardy tapes when they came out on beta back in the late 70s and early 80s by Nostalgia Merchants. Here's some more Laurel and Hardy movies. Yep. Now I'm going to look at my beta shelf. Eventually, soon I might get one of those more tape drawers. I'm going to put some more beta tapes in there. Look at that. And I got some Disney beta tapes downstairs, but I might have to show that for the very near future. There's my TV, flat screen TV. I watch things right on YouTube. Sometimes I watch things on the DVD player in the VCR. And this is my DVD recorder. I convert from VHS blanks into DVDs, but this one, it's not a microvision. I'm working on getting my other DVD recorder that takes microvision. Eventually soon, I'm going to have like the computer up there. Most of the times I have to use my mother's computer because I have to download and send pictures for eBay selling. Yep. And look at my, I have this regular TV set, but soon to be dying. And I got a 1984 Beta Hi-Fi machine when it had like the green and red light when you hear some sounds coming out. I love one of those things. And look at here. I got two VHS machines, 1986 General Electronic model. And the other one I have is the a double-decker VCR. Like deck 1 works, deck 2 doesn't work. And over here I have the two Laserdisc players. Like one of them is an audio reverse that plays both sides on one. It plays both sides on one side, and then the other one I had to flip it over, like one of the early '90s models. There's some VHS tapes I never watched, but eventually soon I'll be watching them when I have nothing to do. Look at the sights of the. Look at the sights of it. It's really nice on Laurel Boulevard in Pennsylvania. See, it's better than like living in New York, and there's the trees. You might see it. And now I got some laser discs underneath my bed. Because when I was 21 years old, I started to collect laser disc titles and the player too. Just like when I was 17, I was starting to be collecting things into DVDs, when the DVDs were getting more popular back then. Now with the Blu-ray thing and people downloading movies, I don't know if they make DVD players anymore. Look at all my laser discs. In the very near future, I'm going to show how many movies I have on laser disc. It's going to have to be a 3-part video in the very near future. I'll be the hosting. Most of the times you won't even hear my voice, and it's going to have to be you won't even see my face, but you might hear my voice as doing those videos. Now I'm going to show you my closet. Daddy nabbit. Look at I have the Beanie and Cecil collection, one of the Columbia cartoons tapes with the Mr. Magoo and Gerald McBoing Boing from the 1950s. And look at my He-Man collection. The ones are from the 1980s. The Looney Tunes tapes, like the 24-karat collection. And look at this, my Rocky and Bullwinkle collection. And here's the Muppet tapes, the ones that came out back in 1985, like the Playhouse video series. I don't have the country music with the Muppets, Wolf Rosie's with the Muppets, and Muppet Moments, but soon I might get one of them. And one of the Muppet movies I wish I have on VHS was Muppets Take Manhattan, from CBS Fox video release in 1985. And hold on a second. Now I'm going to show you some more VHS tapes. I'm going to start from the bottom.
You mean the top?
We got a lot of them up there because I've been collecting them for years. Soon I might be renovating. I might have to move these tapes over to the shelf. Yep. And there's nothing over there, but now I think I see something on the bottom. That is the Little Rascals collection. We got some Burns and Allen show tapes. My Sesame Street Home Video series. Shirley Temple Playhouse video series, the ones in black and white. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. National Geographic collection. The Amos and Andy show collection. And you know, people cannot watch Amos and Andy because it might be offended to black people. And that's why Amos and Andy was off the air, like the rerun ones in 1966. The Lost Honeymooners episodes collection from the Jackie Gleason show. And I see some movies that Danny Kaye made with the great Danny Kaye from Hans Christian Andersen. The movies that Bob Hope made. Bob Hope was 100 in 2003. And I got Abbott and Costello collection. Pretty soon, I might be looking for the original Laurel and Hardy tape series from Nostalgia Merchants when it came out in the late 1970s and early 80s. That's going to be in the very near future. Now's the time to close the closet. And we're going to move on to the blue room. Alright. And here we go. Off to the blue room. Now we're going into the blue room. My video lab, even my entertainment room and my playroom. And look at this. Look at this old TV. It was made in the 1980s. It's not one of those black and white TVs that you have to watch in black and white. In those days, they call it idiot boxes. in the 50s, and they're pretty big. Beta cord when I play some beta tapes, but this one doesn't have a high five. I got 2 VHS machines, and when I have to tape some of the stuff into the VHS blanks, something I don't need. And looky here, there's some Three Stooges tapes on VHS, like one of the 13 volume tapes. Yep. And there's my Laurel and Hardy collection from Nostalgia Merchants, release from 1987. Yep, another Three Stooges tapes. And looky here, we got the Hanna-Barbera family set. Yep, I only had it since I was a kid. I recently got it off on eBay, but the other one's falling apart. And looky here, I got something hanging on there. The Oscar, I see a Snow White statue, yep. That's my mother gave me these 2 things for my birthday recently. Now I'm going to show you the shelf. Yep. The shelf I have right here is audio cassette tapes sets, like from old-time radio shows, from Radio Spirits. Disney Take a Tape along, like one of those Disney read-along books were inside. And those cases were made during the late 1970s. And the other case I have, Disney Fisher-Price Book and Tape Library, made by Fisher-Price. And I had some Disney read-along books in there. Some of them were just reprints, some of them when they originally print. Look, there's my books. There's a Three Stooges Encyclopedia Britannica. There's a book about sweethearts, love affair, on screen, off screen, of Jeanette MacDonald, Nelson Eddy. And there's some more we got some children's books like Golden Book stories, the Bernstein Bear stories. I even got like 3 Laurel and Hardy books about their films, of their shorts and features, and the lives of Stan and Ollie. There's a bingo game, the TV guide game, and there's the Jeopardy. And you know, Alex Kubek, the host on Jeopardy, he's fighting cancer. I don't know if he's going to do Jeopardy anymore. But in the very near future, they're going to have to take someone's place. Unless if you're a Jeopardy fan, you might try to look for the Jeopardy episodes. But and let's hope in the future we'll have some old Jeopardy episodes on DVD. Eventually, soon, this room, I'm going to have to renovate it. And there's the bed I got to donate eventually. And the bed legs from some people lived here. I don't need it. And in this box I have, it's one of my private files. It's just eventually I might get into it. I'm gonna show you the still in the blue room, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna show you around, like how many I do have. And I have this shelf right here. And over there's one of my upcoming eBay items I'll be selling for the following next month. And over here, I'm eventually going to move the lamp over there real soon. And I'll show you my tape shelf, how many I do have. Look at this wonderful collection of the MGM titles that came out back in the early 80s. Yep. The series of those MGM big boxes in silver started in 1979 to 1987. In those days, we used to call it CBS MGM Home Video in the late 70s and early 80s. And then they changed the name to MGM UA Home Video in 1982. And also, I see the other series called the Classics Collection, like the MGM Diamond Jubilee series. The only one I wish I have on VHS in this collection is Rosemary and Maytime, because I love Jeanette MacDonald, Nelson Eddy very much. And over here I got a lot of Twilight Zone VHS tapes. One of them I have is one of the classic ones with Burgess Meredith was a bookworm, and he likes to read books all day. And he says, "Time enough at last." It's one of the classic Twilight Zone episodes ever made. At the end of the episode, he loses his glasses. Yep, when the world came to an end. And there's the Honeymoon's 39 episodes in clamshells. And look at those Warner Home Video titles. Yep. In 1979, for the Warner Brothers distribute, they started with WCI Home Video and one of those big thing boxes. That's pretty hard to find on VHSs. in 1980, they discontinued doing that in 1982. And by 1982, they started doing like Warner Home Video clamshells. They discontinued doing that in 1986. And now I got some big fat boxes from Family Home Entertainment. Yep. In the early 80s, that was when Family Home Entertainment big fat boxes was starting. They ran from the years of 1982 to 1987. At the time, with those Family Home Entertainment tapes were distributed by NGMUA Home Video, then International Video Entertainment. And now I gotta show you way in the bottom, like the tape sets I have. Look at here. The Benny Boop Identity Collection from Republic Home Video from 1996. And there's more of the Lost Honeymooners episodes on VHS. Came out back in 1995. Here's another one I'm going to show you. The Gone with the Wind box set. It came out in 1985 when it was out commercially in beta and VHS, and comes with the booklet about behind the scenes of the movie. Yep. And I got more, like, here it is, the Little Rascals Two Reels collection from 1986 series. I have the Cabin Fever Entertainment ones, hosted by Leonard Maltin. The Indiana Jones trilogy set for Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade. And finally, last but not least, The Godfather Complete Epic. And that box set came out in 1981. And also in this box set of the Godfather trilogy comes with the booklet about the behind the scenes of the movie. Yep, when Francis Ford Coppola made them, and that's the only one I cannot touch because I stick with the actual Godfather versions, like 1 and 2. I can watch that, but this one I can't touch because this is a treasure, and no one's not allowed to touch this tape, not even me. Yep. Now I'm going to show you my final tape shelf I have. As soon as I put this back together. Okay. And looky here. My Disney VHS collection, look at that. Right on the other side, I have some of the Neon Mickey tapes and Walt Disney's The Classics with the diamond logo from the mid-80s. And the only DTV tape I'm looking for is the Love Songs. That's really hard to find. And I got some of the 20th Century Fox video titles. Look at that. Yep. Those Fox tapes and those Dropbox packagings ran from the years of 1982 to they discontinued in 1984 when those Fox tapes put them in slip cardboards. And then there's a couple of Fairy Tale Theater tapes from the mid-80s. At least I have them again. And now here's the final collection I have. It is the Key Video Shot and Spotlight Collection series with stars like Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney, Betty Davis, Errol Flynn, and Gary Cooper. There's a couple of Shirley Temple colorized tapes, Young People and Little Princess. Pretty soon I might be getting the Little Princess in the 1989 release. Not in the public domain, but in the Playhouse video series. I love that. Yep. In the future, I'm going to show you like all the Neon Mickey tapes I do have when I make these future videos. Yep. And over here I have my lamp. Eventually, soon I have to start doing some changing around my room. There's some summer-winter clothing. There is the thing I put all the socks and underwears in, and it looks beautiful. Yep. I'm going to take you back. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed watching the video about the touring around in my bedroom and my blue room too, when I have all the VHS tapes Eventually soon I'm gonna bring up all the DVDs up in the very near future, like how many DVDs I have. But first I have to renovate this room. It takes like a little while, depending how busy I am. And this bag I have over there is to be donating with some of the stuff at my thrift store down the block. Yes, they might appreciate it, but yeah, that way we'll keep the business going. And so, my YouTubers, this is James Rusty saying good night, and in the future I'm going to be making more videos like from closing and opening titles of my VHS tapes. You have a good day, stay safe from COVID-19, and I'm going to be uploading more videos for you folks. Until then, wish you best of luck. Bye.